In the Tano River, the only source of drinking water for residents of Esutia and communities along the water body, has been contaminated for days. This was after an articulated truck carrying acidic materials fell into the river, contaminating it. This led to the death of aquatic animals. The residents say they cannot use the water until it is purified. They also say that the pipe-borne water supply is salty and the situation is affecting their crops. The Ghana Water Company Limited has assured residents the contamination of the river due to that accident has no effect on the water that runs through their taps. But the residents say they are not convinced. JoyNews' Anas Sabit visited the community. Here is his report.
It's been 5 days already since this particular accident occurred involving that truck with the Burkina Faso registration number. Now, all the gallons containing the acidic content have been evacuated off the water to this particular spot by the street. But as to whether the water is now safe for drinking is yet to be established. As for the people living along the communities by this riverbank, it's been days since they've been informed by the National Disaster Management Organization not to make use of this particular water. How have they been coping with the situation, and what has been their alternative source of drinking water? Assemblyman for the Tano Ahimfe electoral area, Mr. Mohammed Zakaria, tells JoyNews that the Tano River is still unsafe for drinking.
But what I saw is very, very horrible. The water is not safe for drinking. The fishes are dying. The dead fishes in the water or in the river has polluted the river or the water, which is not good for the people to drink. In fact, the scent, the dead fishes, the scent that they are providing, in fact, it's not good for drinking. As we are standing here, we can't even stand. We can't even bear with the scent that we are getting from the water. In fact, so I'll urge the people that have to go by the rule or the message given to them that they shouldn't use the water. From where the incident happened to this place is about 9 miles. We thought when we get here that the acidity content could reduce, but when we came, in fact, it's not the way we thought of it.
On agriculture, farmers have since been told not to use the Tano River for farming purposes. Mr. Zakaria suggests that something urgent needs to be done about that.
It's also another challenge that they are facing. In fact, because of the acidity content of the water, they can't use the water to nurture their best. The seedlings will be dying when they put the water or they fetch water from the river and nurture their best. Because of that, the farmers are crying that their seedlings are dying because of the acidic content. And therefore, we urge our municipal assembly, our authorities to come in and help. We can negotiate with the water supply people for us to get maybe a tank of water to be supplied to them every day, so the water becomes safe for them to drink.
So over here we are in the Esutia community, one of the communities along the Tano River. We are here to find out whether they have an alternative source of drinking water. Yes, there's a borehole here which the people, the entire community are relying on. That is not sufficient for them. We are speaking with them to find out their views on how the contamination has been a challenge to them. Mr. Adomose Rocky is a teacher at the Esutia AME Zion Basic School. He has been sensitizing the people on the risk of drinking the water since Monday.
Since Monday, you have been educating them, telling them. Even we went to the community, but I went there myself. I went with the people. Because you see, the community is the scattered one. Yes, so I went there with their walls. In some, you go there already at the farm. So you walk with them. Get to the family, educate them. Oh, Charlie, this is what is happening, mommy. Saying AC. But mommy, I didn't hear about it. Yes, you give them an explanation at least. Some illustrate sick. You are not just come down to. But as I stand here since Tuesday, who said the fishes are dying, the crocodiles are dying, and the scent itself, I can tell you, say yes. Something is going on. So now we don't depend on this water again, because as it stands, so there is an odor scent. And one of the properties of water is odorless. Yes, that there is no scent in it. And as the acid issue, then the animals are dying. If you fetch the water, even those doing farming cannot fetch it and use as irrigation.
Rocky, however, called on authorities to provide the community with an alternative source of drinking water.
All the communities sent it. There's bad smell. Who tells that the water is not safe for drinking?
It's not safe.
It's not safe at all. They should support us. Actually, we need their support. Even if one poly tank or full of water, at least, so that they can use it for some number of days. I think it will be better.
Some other residents have also been speaking to JoyNews.
So no Tano, and another pipe was no pipe. We know, friend saying, I said,
the borehole is salty, so we use it for other household chores and drink from the Tano River. But since this incident, we are struggling to find water for drinking.
We heard in
the news that the water is safe for drinking, but when you consider the scent from the river, it will be difficult for us to drink from it. And our seedlings too are dying, and as a result, we are running at loss as farmers. Please, we call on authorities to support us with drinking water, as the river is currently smelling, so we need help. From Asutia, a community under Tano in the Bono East region, I am Anas Sabit for JoyNews.